This is interesting. All right. Okay, we'll go with this. So the first card is Two of Wind. Now, Two of Wind is a card that's talking about feeling blocked in most ways, including communication. It's talking about indecision. It's saying that perhaps it's time to call a truce, even if it's someone that you're arguing with mentally. Yeah, you know how we do. We have these long argumentative conversations in our minds at times. I know I do. And this is what this card is. This is what this card is saying. A challenging decision has to be made. You either gotta call a pause or a truce and take some time out. You do have to face the situation at hand, and you need to use your intuition to gain deeper insight into this. There are a lot of eddies, those swirling winds that I noticed on the card. This is Two of Wind. Two of Wind is about balance. And you all know already when I talk about wind, it's about those noisy thoughts of yours. They aren't too bad. They are calming down. But you're feeling... The word that came to mind is halted. You're halted right now in what you really need to do, but you are wavering because you are thinking of what you should do. Should is a waste of time. Should is a word that aligns itself with false beliefs, with cultural beliefs, with other people's opinions and what other people think is right, and that is what you have absorbed. That is what is understood when you use the word should. What do you have to do? You have to make a decision. And the only way that you can make a good decision, a proper decision, the right decision for you is for you to take a pause, step back, and look at the situation. Maybe even go into meditation to see what you need to see. The truth of it is what this is all about. The blue here, this is gonna shock some of you. Actually, let me don't say that. So pay attention to what is happening here, because this is all about communication and the lack of it. Okay, beautiful souls, that's how the reading starts. And why did it start that way? Because the next card is Five of Wind. And Five of Wind is telling you did I just mention communication? Five of Wind is telling you that you feel you're not being heard. It doesn't matter what you say. You are getting red in the face. You're blowing hot air. Notice the steam coming out of the mouth. And nothing is working to get your communication right as you need it to be. This is an issue, right? So you're feeling defeated. In some cases, betrayed. What else does the card say? You need to learn to get along with others in a more harmonious, productive way. When I used to get this card before, it used to piss me off until I understood what it really means, what the meaning is when it says learn to get along with others in a more harmonious way. There are some things you just have to let go. If you cannot be heard, you have to let go of the situation and come up with another method, or just leave it alone. Because the bottom line is, can you change it? Can you change the person? No. Consequently, this is where it is always said that you have to choose your battles. And in this particular case, you have to step back and look at it really and truly and be real and say, can you change the issue or the situation? What part of it, if any, is under your control? If we are talking about human beings and characters, that's a no-go. People don't change unless they want to. People like where they are even though they complain, right? Because things are not going the way they want. That means their expectations are not being met. But all of that really is irrelevant. This is what this means. Learn to get along with others in a more harmonious way. Just drop the shit. That's it. If you cannot change it and you have to live with it, decide and accept that I have to live with it for a certain period of time, and I am going to work on myself and get what I want, make the changes that I need to make. That's what that message is. The next one card is interesting because I get 9 of C. And 9 of C, actually, the dog-eaten card, 9 of C is interesting because it's telling you that once you make that decision to let go of what you cannot change, because this is the issue, you're going to start to feel really, really good. I kid you not. You're going to start to feel so good, and opportunities and exits is the word that comes to mind. Opportunities, exits, other ways of doing things are going to present themselves. You have to be on the lookout. The light blue passages, they are literally passageways that are opening up for you when you let go and you decide, okay, I'm going to work with this in a different way. I am just going to be me. I am going to be myself. I am going to change what I can and leave the rest alone because, number one, it's not my business. I cannot change anybody. Number two, what do I really want? Is this what I really want? That's what you need to ask yourself. That is going to help you get to this victory, success, and wishes granted after a turbulent time. That's what 9 of C is saying. The time is now. You need to feel comforted and satisfied in the decision that you have made to get here. 9 of C, right? That's the third card. The other one is interesting because it's a whoops. You don't want the cards to blow away. This is a major arcana card. This is the balance card. This is number 19. And this is the next step on your journey. And what's happening here is, notice that white stele, as I call it, in the middle. That is your intuition. Because once you relax and let go, the window to spirit, this golden frame below here, opens wider. And you are able to connect much more easily. And that allows your intuition, the voice of spirit, the voice of your inner being, the voice of the real you, to connect. Come forth, rise past any barriers in order to connect with what is true. I didn't say what is true for you. I said in order to connect with what is true. Hello, Jew. I'm good. So, the balance card is talking about stability, tranquility, moderation, balanced emotions, creative harmony. The third eye is activated. You begin seeing with your heart. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. And balance means balance in everything. Thinking, getting angry, feeling too joyful. I know. I shouldn't even use the word joyful because joy is something totally different. Happiness. Because happiness is an illusion. Happiness is just a feeling. Joy is real. It's inside. Spending money. And this is Christmas time. The time of excessive spending. So it's balanced in everything, even balanced with how you communicate with others. Don't allow yourself to fly off the handle. Just be chill. Have literally, try to be across the board like this. Yeah, you know, work on maintaining a balance to keep you connected to the stillness within, to the joy, the natural joy of who you are. Now, before I read the next card, I need to just take a minute, a time out to say, Speaker for Dragons will be on every day at 2 p.m. Eastern with Seer Catherine, that's me, to answer questions that will be channeled directly from the dragons. I implore you all, if you want your question answered, and I do not know if they will answer them all, don't ask questions like, are we going to get back together? Does he or she still love me? I want to get married. How does he feel about me? You see those sort of questions? Unless the dragons feel that there is a teaching that is necessary from the particular question, they will not choose your question. My understanding is it is going to be between 5 and 15 minutes. So I have already sent out the notice, Seer Catherine, Speaker for Dragons, and it will be every day, Monday to Friday. It may also be Saturday and Sunday, but that will depend on my availability. 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay? So, be wise in the way you ask your questions, people. Okay? All right, next card. My favorite card in the deck. This is the Dreamer card, and it's number 0. The beginning, the first card in the deck. This card is similar to the one in the Rider-Waite deck, that is the Fool card. All right, but I prefer this. I prefer these cards, and this card is all about new beginnings. Yeah, new beginnings. Free spirit. That's you, Jew. Innocence, full potential. Now, innocence. When we say innocence, it's really sort of a sort of girly. I want to say. Childlike. I did not say childish. Childlike energy, where, because children don't believe they have limits unless a child is abused from very young. So, charm, wonderment, leap of faith, and following your heart. This is what this Dreamer card portends. That's a big word. New beginnings. This is what it is all about. This is what you can expect when you are doing the work. It's a beautiful, beautiful message, and all the flags are flying high. The energy is just swirling around like mad, and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's all about new beginnings. It's delicious. I love this card. I love, love, love this card. And it's a beautiful message, because the energy, even though it is not at full strength of the full moon, is still here. It's still palpable. We may not be able to tap into it fully as we would like to. However, it is still there, and the Dreamer card and these new beginnings is really telling you that that full moon was a time of letting go, and you have made space, so you can expect some change, positive, to be coming. Actually, let me be clear. All change is positive. And I'm going to take Tony Robbins's word. He says this all the time. And what he says is, everything is happening for you. Nothing is happening to you. And it is when we change our perspective that we begin to see things differently, and change starts unrolling like a beautiful, wonderful red carpet. All right? And the final card
weekend sale is on.
You heard that? You heard that? The last weekend sale for bicycles. There's a bicycle shop just next door, and they're advertising. The final card in the deck is just so delicious. I'm going to read what it says first, then I'm going to show it. The card is the Sun card. It's all about happiness, meeting your inner child, playfulness. Remember I spoke about childlike? Right. Creativity. That's what children absolutely emphasize, you know. It's creativity, joy, running in the fields, running in the gardens, smelling the sunflowers, a new vitality that brings peace. This Sun card is number 19. It's also a major arcana card. It's interesting to have had 3 arcana cards: the Balance card, the Dreamer card, and the Sun card. The Sun card is number 19, and it's all about new beginnings. New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. The Sun card is an absolutely gorgeous card, and it's a perfect way to end the vibe of the week. I mean, just look at that sunshine. Just look at that sunlight. Just look at that sunlight. Blazing bright, blazing bright. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And this is where this is heading. All right, beautiful souls. So, Ju, take care of yourself, my dear. Till next time, and definitely till Monday. Ciao.